Kamari, we talked to you the other day, and you said if it was up to you, you'd play. Was it your decision, obviously? But what do you think you provided tonight as soon as you came in the game, especially in the second half?
I believe in that second half, I provided a great spark. Just on the defensive end, I wasn't worried about the scoring, but as far as like the defensive end go, I feel like I helped create that big spark, getting stops when needed. We're not going to be able to hold teams to zero, so like just making sure we get those important stops, I feel like I helped bring that today.
Jim, right up front.
Can you kind of take us through when you knew for sure you were going to play?
Yesterday after practice. I was feeling things out at first. I practiced like the last 3 practices, and I talked to the strength coach, the trainers, and I talked to coach after practice a little bit after I talked with you guys, and I just told coach that I was ready to go, and then come shoot around this morning, it was feeling even better, so I knew I was ready.
Right up front here, please.
AJ, at the end, you had a pretty crazy left-handed dunk there. It seems like nowadays you're having kind of one of those a game. What goes through your mind as you're looking to elevate, especially with a guy like Cliff right in front of you on that play?
Just attacking the basket full speed, really taking my stride steps, and once they see that, it's probably either a layup or they're gonna get dunked on. So.
Jeff, go ahead.
Steven, I'm going to ask you about 2 sequences. It was 49-49 when Kamari and Blackwell combined for that to force that shot clock violation. And then you guys were up 4, 53-49 on the possession where you got the 4 offensive rebounds, and which led to you. Both of those sequences, what do you think it gave the team, and what do you think it does to the other team when you, especially with the offensive rebounding?
Yeah, I think it's kind of deflating. When teams do that to us, it's deflating. We know, and some of these losses has happened, but I think it started way before that with Chucky in the first half. He got a couple of those steals, and we got out running, and they were hitting shots early, and we weathered that storm. And then, like you said, Killer came in, and John, and then even AJ sat a little bit there, but when he came right back in, he got right to it, and I think it was overall a great team win.
Michael?
Steve, there were a lot of misses underneath. How do you prevent that from taking you out of the paint, though? And I guess how do you keep going at it?
I think kind of like AJ said, you just got to keep going, especially when they have a shot blocker like that. He might get a couple, but the coach told us all week, just keep going, be aggressive, and it worked out for us.
Jim?
Steven, how much do you think you missed Kamari when he was out?
Yeah, no, just his boost off the bench is huge. Just I'm sure everyone sees the energy he brings to the court, and when he's scoring like this, he's hard to guard. And then, like he said, I think it's for all of us, just sticking to that defense and playing out of that defense and running in transition. That's what gets us going, and hopefully that continues.
AJ, there was a point of the season that it seemed like you were improving. It seemed like you were improving pretty much every single game. I guess, how do you get back to that point where you're getting better each game, and maybe you don't plateau and just kind of stay what you are, and that type of player?
Just sticking to it, keeping a short-term memory, always looking at the next game. Every night is not going to be good, but we always got the next game, so just keeping that mindset.
Ben?
Kamari, how have you tried to push John, especially in the 11 games you've missed, to be that energy, that callous off the bench, and how do you think he responded tonight in this role?
I believe he responded well. Him being a freshman and coming in, we asked a lot of him, and he responds well to whoever is talking to him, and I feel like he did great. Looking at his numbers, I didn't even know. He was just all over the place tonight, and I just give a special shout out to him. Like, he's always locked in, giving his all, and that's what I love about John.
Jim?
All right, well, guys, so as long as you did, there's maybe a tendency to come on the court and try to do too much too soon. Was that going through your head at all, just to kind of relax and kind of play possession to possession?
I had the assistant coaches just telling me to play at my own pace, not go too crazy, try to do too much coming back my first game, and I just went with the flow. Whatever, if I was feeling good, I just kept going, and if I didn't, I would just let them know. But for the most part, I felt fine.
Jeff?
What were your expectations that you coming in tonight? Because I can't believe you knew what you'd be able to do. You probably had to lead a little bit of a guessing game for you.
I tried not to set like high expectations. Just come in. I just wanted to make sure that I came in and gave a spark, a boost. I didn't plan to come in and score as many as I did, or wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking about, getting back to that rhythm that we had before I got injured, just focusing on that.
Mike?
Steve, what's the key of going up against a shot blocker like Cliff? I guess, do you have to kind of lean into the sloppiness of that?
I think kind of like I said earlier, he's going to block a few, he might affect a few, but you just got to keep going. And like I said, the coaches, we worked on it all week. He's a great shot blocker. He has almost probably 90 blocks in the season, so he's going to get a couple, but I think you just got to keep attacking them, get to the line, get in the bonus. And yeah.
Up front, and then Jim.
Kamari, I mean, the team overall had 14 steals today. I know technically you didn't record one in the stat sheet, but I mean, it seemed like you, John, Chucky, you guys are all contributing on that end. How, when you're coming off the bench with that energy, how important is it kind of to just disrupt the opponent ball handler and kind of get in a groove in that sense?
Not one? I ain't have one.
That's what the stat sheet says. Don't quote me.
That's crazy. No, but just coming off the bench, creating that spark on the defensive end, that's always been my goal. Like, even before I got here, playing basketball as many years as I have, I've always been a defensive-minded person. So just coming in and adding to the defense that we're already putting on another team is key for me. Just coming in, making sure I'm getting stops and holding them up on my end.
Jim.
AJ, I didn't see this, but on social media was kind of buzzing that you kissed the floor as you left the court tonight. Was there anything to that?
Oh, yeah, T-Wall, it was his senior day, so, special shout out to T-Wall. His last game here, so I was just doing it for him, really. Yeah.